gonna be a general one today.
Did you already press play?
I don't know. Did I press play?
Are you recording?
I don't know. Did I record?
This to me. Welcome. No. Yes. Are we on or not?
I don't know. You're on like Pikachu.
If I'm on, let me know.
Well, we're on.
We're on?
We're on.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Welcome back to Superfunpack podcast.
Yeah, we took a break.
Christmas and stuff. I was gonna say shit.
Yeah. Like, Christmas and the New Year's kind of just like hit back to back to back like that.
What do you mean?
Like, so we usually do the podcast on Sunday to have it out by Monday. Sometimes we get it out on Tuesday, but we're gonna try to get it back on track on like.
No, we get it out Monday evenings, and so they're usually up on like iTunes by Tuesday.
Yeah. But Christmas happened on the Monday, and then New Year's happened again on a Monday. So we just decided to take a little vacation from the podcast.
I mean, it's the holidays. Most people are like out and about and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Happy New Year's, everyone. It's 2018. Woo!
Woo! We got stuck in the snowpocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of snow out here on the East Coast. That's where we're from.
I hate the snow so much.
It's so horrible. Just like they don't clear the sidewalks 100%, so like walking to like a bus or something is annoying, and I don't know. And it's like cold and your face hurts from walking and your toes are never warm, and I don't like it. And my head is really small, guys, so wearing like beanies and shit is the worst because everything's so big on my head that it's like I either have to fold it. Or,
it's like you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, or it's not really on my head. Like, most of it's off, and it slowly feels like it's falling. I hate it. I love the heat. I love it so much. Yeah, because I'm right next to the heater, so you can probably drop me out a little bit, huh?
Yeah. It's so annoying.
Before we haven't even said that. Welcome to Super Fun Pack episode 9. Yeah, we're on episode 9.
What's our esoteric fact with the number 9?
What?
What's our esoteric fact of the number 9?
I don't know any fact about the number 9.
Yeah.
9 is divisible by 3.
Alright, there you go.
9 is not a prime number.
Well, there you go. 2 facts for the price of 9.
9 times 3 is 27.
Oh, look, she's going at it. Oh, man.
Why did 7 eat 8? Wait.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7 ate 9!
There you go. Oh, it's going to be a long one
today. I tried to say something. I was like, I hate those dresses where the front is short and the back is long, and I don't know what I said. I said I hate those dresses where the front back's short. So, what did I say? It was the worst.
I don't know what you said. You had a stroke.
Yeah.
You just went and like, oh, I hate this accidental bracket room. You're like, what? Like, we walked through the mall, and she saw a dress with a short front and a long back. And she was like, I hate dresses like her. I'm like, what? He was like, don't mind me, I just had a stroke. And I was like, okay. And it just ignored you.
Thank you.
Oh, stroke victim.
Ignore them. That's essentially what we've learned from that anecdote. My tummy hurts. So, what are we talking about today, huh?
Just getting back into the swing of things. Christmas was cool. Like, we got a lot of nice shit.
I got a wand. A replica of Hermione Granger's wand. Did I tell them that funny story?
You should.
About the wand?
Go for it.
So, Chris and I did this thing where we sat down and we, I don't know if other people did this, but we each got to touch the gifts that we're going to get, but they're wrapped, and we had to, like, guess what they were. And I guessed that it was a wand, like a Harry Potter wand, and I was at work, and we're all talking about, like, the holidays coming up. I was like, I'm really excited for Christmas. I think I got a wand. And my coworkers were like, yeah? You're excited about that? I was like, yeah, I'm super excited about a wand. They're like, really, Jen? Why are you telling us this? I was like, I'm just excited. I'm going to get a wand. And they're like, what? And I was like, they're like, a wand. I was like, yeah, a wand, like a wand. They're like, a wand. He's getting you a wand. Yes, a wand. And they go, you probably shouldn't be telling us this. And I was like, what's wrong with it? It's a wand. And they're like, Jennifer. And I was like, oh my God, they think I'm talking about a vibrator. And I was like, no, I mean a wand, like from Harry Potter. So my coworkers this whole time, they thought I was happy because I was going to get a vibrator for Christmas. But I was really talking about a magical wooden stick. So, and I was like, wow, guys, you're really immature. And they're like, no,
so that's
you
what they
are,
teach you at
'cause you're
Hogwarts.
the one that's
The art of diddling.
Oh my goodness. That was the worst. I was so embarrassed. I was like, no, I mean a Harry Potter wand. Which I was right, though. I was correct in that guess. I did get a wand.
Yeah, you did.
Wand. Beautiful Hermione Granger
Now you could be all aroused in the Harry Potter world.
Mm-hmm.
In the Harry Potter Chamber Potter secrets.
You know, I had holiday movies that I really want to watch this Christmas, and I didn't watch any of them. I wanted to watch Harry Potter, and I wanted to watch Die Hard, and we didn't get to watch any of those.
I wanted to watch Home Alone 1 and 2.
Didn't watch any of those.
Didn't watch it.
Maybe we should do Christmas 3 weeks after Christmas and watch all those damn movies.
Just be back asswards.
Mm-hmm.
Our New Year's was cool too. Too many kids involved though.
Yeah, way too many kids.
So, why do you hate Ray?
Me?
Yeah.
Why do I hate Ray?
Why do you hate Ray?
I don't hate Ray.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't like the actress.
Yeah, you do. Because you hate Ray, you hate all women.
No, I've actually not liked the actress herself for some reason.
You
know this about me before we even watched episode
Ray.
8. You were like, why don't you like her? I don't know why. I don't like her. She's got a stupid British accent. She's so fucking skinny. I don't like her, guys. I don't know why. I literally have nothing against this human being. I don't know her, but I don't like her. But Ray. Okay, guys, let's talk about Ray. Ray. Beautiful Ray. So there's this thing going around. People are calling Ray a Mary Sue character. So for those of you who don't know, Chris, what's a Mary Sue character?
A Mary Sue is a character who's a dream character where they can't do no wrong, and they handle every obstacle thrown at them with little to no training, and they don't really get challenged throughout the story.
So a good example of a known Mary Sue would be Barbara in Batman and Robin, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Barbara, at the end of the movie, there's no spoilers because the movie's been out for over a decade, this character finds out that Bruce Wayne and Richard Grayson are Batman and Robin, and she gets a suit because Alfred's her uncle and made her a Batgirl suit, and she goes out that same night fighting, and somehow she knows how to do martial arts, and she's a super good motorcyclist, and she's also a computer scientist, and she saves the day and everything, and you're just like, wait, you know nothing, how could you be doing this, what? And she does it all with a smile on her face and perfect hair. That's Mary Sue.
Yeah. So is Ray.
I agree. I mean, I don't not like Ray. Okay, let's...
I want to like Ray.
Episode 7, I didn't like Ray. I wanted to like Ray because I was really excited about her character. But in episode 7, she really did nothing to make me like her. I wasn't the main plot point of episode 7 is who's her parents, right? Who is she? That was the whole thing of the story. And then episode 8 came along, and you thought, okay, they're going to expand on that universe, and then come to find out she's a nobody. So then she had to rebuild her world, which was supposed to be really interesting character development, and it could have been interesting, but I don't think they did it in an interesting way. Instead, they took the thing that they harped about in episode 7 and what kind of made her interesting was the mystery around her. Yeah. And then they showed the mystery, and the mystery was nothing, and then they gave us nothing else to care about. So she's kind of a blah character in that regards. Like, there's nothing for you to, like, no meat, right? The only big question is she gonna go dark? Because that's what they're kind of hinting at. But other than that, like, she's perfect. She has no training in, like, she's the strongest in the Force or something. She knows how to use that weird stick thingy really well. She knows how to fight with lightsabers. Like, she lifted tons of rocks using the Force, and she's never had any actual Force training. Like, she's a Mary Sue.
Yeah, she really is. And, like, before people start jumping on the bandwagon, and, like, not on the bandwagon, but jumping on our throats and saying, like, oh, you hate her because she's the first female, like, protagonist in Star Wars and whatever. No. The issue with Rey is the fact that she can do everything and she does no wrong. And the issue with that is there's nothing to test her. She has every obstacle that gets in her way, she just gets over with or accomplishes it.
Yeah, really fast.
And we don't see this character struggle or fall or move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, we only see her move forward.
Yeah, she never... I mean, her biggest struggle, essentially, right? The whole thing of Episode 7 was she wants to know who she is. She wants to be part of something. And so the hurdle, as spoken by Rian Johnson, her biggest struggle was her finding out that she's a no one, so now she has to learn from this and build her way up. Which you go, okay, that is really interesting. But they say all of this, but that's not what you got as the audience from it. I didn't get that, at least.
Yeah.
I just was like, wait, what? I didn't realize it was such a... I don't know. I didn't feel like it was any character. All I noticed is that Episode 7 she beat Kylo Ren. Okay, you can talk about the circumstance of it, and then you can go, maybe you can understand why she beat Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
But going back, lightsabers in all of the movies are supposed to be a sophisticated weapon that takes training to learn.
Yeah.
So she's never held one, and all of a sudden she's amazing with it, and, like, her stick she knows how to use really well, even though supposedly she's lived in the in the desert and raised herself.
That just shows that she doesn't really not suffer, but she doesn't have anything to challenge her, and it's stupid. They don't say that she's this ungodly super strong Force user. She's just this sad little girl who's a scavenger on this planet Jakku.
Yeah, and who just happens to be magically good at everything she tries.
Yeah, like, she learns how to do the Jedi mind trick out of nowhere. And then, again, you can argue, oh, she probably heard legends and tales of it. But how would she know, like, this is how it works, or this is how you do it? She doesn't. Like, and then we go into the Kylo Ren fight. You can argue that Kylo Ren got hurt, he's bleeding out, etc., etc. But then you go and see her in Episode 8, and she already can speak droid. She's an ace pilot with the Millennium Falcon when she just learned how to fly it in Jakku. She learns how to use the Force at a proficient level without any training. You can say all the shit you want. Oh, well, Luke taught her.
He did.
He didn't. He said, here's the 3 lessons. And
he only got to 1.
No, he got to 2.
Yeah.
He's like, reach out with the Force. That was number 1. Number 2, what do you see? Alright, cool. Number 3, he was about to get to, or he does get to, but she just still, like, oh, dark side instantly. And he's like, whoa, you instantly wanted to go dark side. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, but that does not make her
but that's not enough
challenge.
Of a character. Yeah.
That just makes her a person that seems like inherently she wants to go evil. But then it's in the context of the scene, she's like, oh, I want to just get revenge over Han Solo, whatever. But then when we meet Snoke and Kylo Ren bowing to him with Rey, and he goes, oh, well, no, not when Kylo Ren brings Rey. It's when Kylo Ren's bowing to Snoke. And he goes, how the fuck did you get beat by a person who does not know shit with the Force or a lightsaber?
Yeah.
You got beat.
Yeah.
How? This is stupid. How did that happen? And he's like, yeah, dark rises and light matches it. But that's some lazy shit.
Yeah, their explanation was basically because they realized, oh shit, maybe we made her too powerful. Here's an explanation. Since Kylo Ren's so good, the Force is balancing it out. But go back. Anakin Skywalker is supposedly the most strongest Force user ever, and even he needed training.
Yeah. Because he had the potential to be greater than anyone.
Like, when he was a kid, the mom says that, like, he has visions, and sometimes you think he has faster reflexes, all that shit. But he couldn't mind control people. He couldn't move things with his mind. Like, it took training, so I don't know.
Even when, like, the whole Anakin thing, he did that instinctually. He did not know what the hell he was doing. Like, yeah, he could see the future, but he couldn't control that. He could move faster, but he couldn't control that. He just was in the moment. It was like an animal trying to hunt. It's just going to do it.
No.
But then you get Rey at the end, like, fighting the guards and not being overcome or beaten by them. She's just like, oh, no, I got this. With Kylo Ren and me, we could beat anybody. Because me and Kylo, we good. And then at the end, she's just like, oh yeah, move rocks. Like, I did it. Like, no, that does not mean she's a good character. It means she's a lazy written character that has no development.
Yeah. But, so all of this, Mary Sue, the actress who plays her, Daisy Ridley?
Daisy Ridley, yeah.
She's like, seems to be very offended by the term. So, a quick thing to say is that calling a character Mary Sue is not saying that it's not still a powerful character. Rey is still a powerful female character. Rey is still the main character. Rey still pushes the plot forward and all of that. So that doesn't take anything away from the character of Rey or her impactfulness as being the first female Force user, because Leia never is shown using the Force until after Rey, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, she isn't the first Force user. She's the first.
She's the first female.
Female lead in a Star Wars.
In a Star Wars movie, yeah, that's what I mean. Because we can't talk about like the cartoons or the comic books.
Yeah. I was like Rogue One. No, Rogue One is after.
Rogue One didn't have it, and also the prequels didn't have a female character shown using the Force. Maybe in the background, but nothing with a name.
Not the main.
Yeah. So, none of that takes away from that, or even the actress's portrayal of the character or anything like that. This is more, saying someone's a Mary Sue is more a comment on the writer and the character development and the people who are sitting in the writing room and developing these characters. So, this is not to say don't enjoy Rey as a character. This is just a discussion of her development and if the writers are actually making her human or not. Because in Mary Sue, what they're missing is that element of humanness. The stumbling, the messing up, the trying and failing and getting back up.
Because even say what you want, in the prequels, Anakin fails. He loses an arm because of his arrogance and because of his rushing into a battle.
Mm-hmm.
We never see Rey get injured because of rushing into a battle or feel like she lost because she rushed into something or did something.
Yeah.
We see Poe do that. We see Poe get defeated multiple times. He actually has a character arc. And then even in the original trilogy with Luke, you see Luke fail to Vader.
Yeah.
He loses. And you could even argue, well, it's not much of an argument, but like, Luke doesn't beat Vader in the end. In episode 6, yeah, it looks like Luke won. But the character of Darth Vader is the mainstay of that whole original series, 1 through 6. Vader is the main character, not Luke. Luke is just the catalyst of events.
This is you're going on a tangent.
Yeah. But we see these characters fail and fall and get back up. We don't see that with Rey. All we see her is like, oh, that's easy, and gets over it.
Yeah, so I think this is a big issue that a lot of people have with female characters, is that they're either not present,
Yeah,
underutilized or not developed enough. So Princess Leia is a perfect example of underutilizing a character, and her character gets no recognition. Like, she's a general of the entire Resistance. She's a princess. She's completely strong. She should be just as strong of a Force user as Luke. Like, all of this is true, and yet her character just barely is shown using the Force. You know what I mean? Like, they underutilize this character. Characters not being seen. Look at the original trilogy. There was no female Jedi characters that were even mentioned in passing. So, we don't... or Padme, she was not even used at all. She was a senator, and we showed her frolicking in the Force more than actually doing any politics. So, the last one is that they don't know how to write female characters, so they compensate by going, let's just make her really strong, because they'll be awesome, because we need strong female characters. But a strong female character doesn't mean perfect. It means actually human.
Yeah. Like, that's where the Clone Wars actually does something well. The Clone Wars follows Anakin and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You get a female lead, but you see her struggle to becoming a Jedi Padawan, to a Jedi Knight, and to her later resignation of the Jedi Order.
Oh, she resigned?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You see how this character arcs. She fails, she stumbles, she's just like Anakin, she's arrogant, but she has a good heart, and she fails multiple times, but also succeeds multiple times. You see that strength in her. But then when you go to a character like Rey, we don't get that. We get a character that is constantly good at everything. I'm going to fly a ship that I never ever seen before. This ship is old. I should not even know how to run this thing. Oh, I got it. Oh, because you're a scavenger or a salvager? That does not mean you know how to operate shit.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's bad writing of female characters. A lot of the expanded universe stuff in Star Wars.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good, and they end up developing these characters. But a lot of people don't watch it or read it or what have you.
Well, I didn't even know it existed, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, let's not get over it, but comics are expensive.
Yeah, like $3.99 every month, depending on what you want to read. Like, if it's Star Wars, there's a new comic out every
But
week.
not even this. Like, think about the trade comic. Chris got me a trade comic for the X-23, all of her origin stories.
Yeah.
Volume 1 was $35 alone.
Yeah.
I can get 4 novels for that, which are 400 pages. And I read extremely fast. I can read a novel, a 400-page book, on my way to work. It'll take me a week because I have a 40-minute commute. So I can read that book in a week, and that's just reading at maybe 45 minutes to 2 hours a day. That's it. So, for me, buying a trade or even just a comic, I'll read that in 2 minutes. And then I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, I just spent $35, $40 to read a comic, which I want to read. I want to read them, but they're so expensive.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people don't read them. They're also hard to find. Like, go in a comic book store and be like, I want to read this.
Yeah, that's where the digital helps, but...
It's overwhelming. It's difficult to be like, where do I start?
I end up preferring a hard copy over...
They get too convoluted, too, because they're so stuck in these... We all love these characters, so, like, we're going to make 57 bajillion stories about this one character.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I can't just read one, or if I read one, I just... Like, it's confusing. It's difficult. I would have never started being able to get reading comics without you, because I told you when we went to the comic book store to find the X-23 thing, you went to it, and I was like, how would you have known to go there in this whole collection of shit? I would have never known, and I would have never gone up to the comic guy and asked him, like, where is it? Because I would have felt intimidated. I would have felt like they're going to think, oh, you don't know comics, or oh, blah, 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 because people are like that.
Yeah. So
that's why a lot of people don't read that stuff. Sorry, another tangent, but it's actually a big part of why a lot of this really good backstory, and like especially for Star Wars, isn't known about or read because no one knows it exists.
Yeah. And the people who do know it exists, it's also hard for them too because there's multiple characters and there's constant comic books for each character.
Yeah.
It's like there's a C-3PO comic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a R2-D2 comic.
Yeah.
There's a Chewbacca comic. Tell me, how are you gonna understand Chewbacca? But there's a comic. There's Lando. There's Luke. There's Leia. There's Han. There's Vader. There's Vader down. There's so many. And then there's the Star Wars comic, where it's taking in between the filler parts that you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Expanding on these already amazing characters. And then they even have a Poe comic. So now...
Already?
Yeah, I think they're on their 27th issue of Poe or something. So there's so much backstory about Poe I don't even know about.
Yeah.
But what is there, really? Like, it's annoying because it's constantly shown in movies that they don't know how to write certain characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in your stereotypical action movie, we watched Jackie Chan First Strike, right?
Yeah.
In most action movies, the main hero is an unstoppable god beast who can never get shot, who can fall out of a building and survive it.
Yeah.
Get hit by a car and just walk it off. And yes, I'm kind of putting John Wick there because John Wick
Got hit by multiple cars.
But, like, at least in John Wick, he gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But you got, like, your Rambo, your Commando.
Jason Statham.
Your Jason Statham, your Vin Diesel. And Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furious never gets hurt. He just doesn't.
When did... Oh, let's not talk about the Fast and the Furious franchise. Don't get me started.
Oh, we will one day. Because I stopped at 3, and
I only remember
I will
one.
watch all of them just to get mad.
Let's not go on a tangent. Go back to what you were saying.
But you see these characters, right? They don't get hurt in their action movie. They're always the best at everything. They're the coolest at everything. They're the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, and whatever.
Yeah.
But then we watch Jackie Chan First Strike, and I've seen this movie a long, long time ago. And you see Jackie Chan bumble his way through everything. He loses a shit ton of fights, but he wins in the end.
Mm-hmm.
He loses the battles, he wins the war. And, like, he does it in a hilarious fashion. Like, there's some fights he will just win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just in life. You're going to win sometimes, but you're also going to lose sometimes. And he goes against the two biggest, like, Russian dudes.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
gets
He
beat
cannot win.
He can't
win.
win.
So he doesn't fight them.
He
tries
runs
to
away.
Get away. Yeah. It's the funniest runaway scene ever.
And then, at the end of the movie... he saves the day and saves the girl and saves Sui, the Chinese CIA agent. But, like, it took him going through Moscow, going through through the Ukraine, going to Australia to actually win this goddamn thing.
Right, so all this shows what? That we don't have good writers? Or that writers fundamentally don't understand? Or is it the notion of, we can write good characters. We know we can see this. There's so many indie films and stuff that have it. Is it the element of when we don't know how to mix action heroes and still make them good humans? Is that the issue? That
I think the issue is that people can't write a good hero. They fail at the hero story.
Mm-hmm.
The story has to break down the hero and then bring him back up.
Right.
In the case of Star Wars Episodes 7 and 8, we don't get that. And in a lot of action movies, we don't get that. The hero doesn't get broken down. They just accomplish everything. They will pave the road with people's blood or fiery cars all over the place to get the one bad guy.
Yeah.
And they have never failed.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you have a good hero story where the hero falls and rises up, or rises to the occasion even though they're not the type of person for this, you get a decent story out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I feel like writers just can't do that right now. They just keep writing the same old thing. I think they're more focused on making money
Than writing the character.
than writing a good character. Because a good character will stand the test of time. Going for a cash grab is not going to get you anywhere.
I mean, it'll get you the money.
Yeah, get you the money, but that's all it's going to get you.
But if that's all you want, who cares? I think that's where we are with movies right now. Big blockbuster movies. They're all about the money, obviously. And so we're getting movies that are satisfying in the moment,
Yeah.
but might not stand up to the next 20 years, even 5 years.
But here's the thing. If you make a story that is compelling and you have a good hero in it, and the hero stands the test of time, that one movie is going to keep making you money through the years. It's going to last so much longer than the 3 weeks you have in the box office.
Yeah.
Because it will be
Does it
put
really
in,
make you that much more money? Like DVD sales and rentals and stuff?
well, they do make money on DVD sales,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, a lot of movies don't get consecutive re-releases. Like, Star Wars has so many goddamn re-releases.
Mm-hmm.
So does the Batman Dark Knight trilogy and Batman trilogy. Like the Batman Tim Burton movies. They keep getting re-released every few years.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're always going to talk about it in a film school or something like that. They'll always be like, well, let's understand Darth Vader's character. Let's understand Batman or whatever. And they'll show you a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And to understand...
Did you have to watch Star Wars for school?
Yes, because
original
George Lucas was a very popular director. And we had to figure out his directing style.
Ah, okay.
So you end up seeing how he shot episode 4, 5, and 6, how you see how he develops these characters and whatever. Same thing with Christopher Nolan. We saw, like, the first Nolan movie we saw in my film school was Memento. And
Yeah, I know that movie.
you see how he directed it and this, and that. But Memento's now one of my favorite movies. And if I find it, I'm going to buy it. Because that stands the test of time. That movie came out in 2000... Like, in 2000 or 98. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But...
And it's not told in chronological order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... You keep making revenue through the years. It might not be a lot, but you're consistently making money for as long as those characters hold up. But if you're going for a simple cash grab, you're not really going to get anything out of it. Like, it's hard to remember the Avengers movies, sadly. Like, the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Try to... Like, what happened at the end of Iron Man 2?
One of the guys... Not the first one?
Or was it the third one?
I can't remember which one.
Because they all have some sort of Iron Man suit they fight in.
Someone else made a suit.
Yeah, which movie?
If that was the first one. It was his dad's friend.
They're
in
in
his
all
company.
3.
Oh God, no, I don't remember then.
Every Iron Man movie has a person using another Iron Man suit.
Okay, I can't remember.
So, yeah, that's the point. Like, these characters, that movie alone is a cash grab. You're not going to remember anything from that movie except maybe the badass tank scene from the first one. But that's it. That's all you're going to remember. like we remember Civil War really well.
Yeah.
But do you remember Captain America 1?
No. I didn't like that one.
Do you remember Thor 1 or Thor 2?
I remember Thor 1, I don't remember Thor 2.
Do you remember Guardians 1?
Yeah, I liked Guardians a lot.
See, like, there's few things that you're like, oh, that's cool. What happened?
Yeah,
What?
certain things stand out in your mind more. Usually, if you connect with the character, if you like the character, you're going to stand out more, and that always has to do with having a strong character.
Yeah.
Which is why I preferred Rogue One over The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Because they're much more interesting characters. They didn't feel like archetypal character. I don't know what the...
They didn't follow the basic character archetypes.
Yeah, of the original trilogy. So Rogue One was fun for me.
Because it was a war movie.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
No, you're a little far from your mic.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we need a better setup.
I'm sitting in a one of those foldable plastic chairs.
It's a metal chair.
Yeah, it's a metal foldable chair.
Yeah.
And it hurts my butt, and so that's why I'm moving around a lot all the time. Because
Yeah.
It hurts.
Because we do this podcast in our bedroom with an ottoman holding our switcher. Like, we want to set up the studio really bad.
We're waiting, hopefully.
We're waiting.
Hopefully, we have to get rid of the tumor that we have currently. I'm just kidding. No, we're waiting because our roommate's going to be moving out. We're trying to get our own apartment, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a studio. And
Yeah, and we could set it up, and then that's when the video podcast will happen.
come up. So hopefully we'll be doing that in a few months.
Yeah. Man, Batman and Robin sucks.
Okay, yes, we're switching to different movies. What year is this movie come out again?
Batman and Robin came out in 97.
Okay.
In 95, Batman Forever.
I'm just saying, why the fuck is Dick like 26? I hate it.
Yeah, because you like Child Robin. You like Child Robin to grow up.
Yes, I like watching him grow and seeing his development.
Yeah.
Character.
I guess this is the theme.
I guess
Character.
that's the theme of this episode, guys. Character development and why it's important. Yeah. I love Robin. I love seeing how Bruce and Dick. I hate Dick, guys. I hate.
that catty Dick to Chris O'Donnell's Robin. He's like, that's the point, Dick.
No, I hate.
It's like
the name.
You
Dick.
hate the. Then call him Dickard.
I'm gonna call him Richard. His name's Richard.
Dickard.
So
Dickard.
Hold on. I like the interplay between Richard and Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne.
Say Dickard.
Oh my god, I will. Hold on, give me a second. Bruce Wayne as an adult and living with the death of his parents, and Dickard as a child going through the death of his parents, and how they both learn to rely on each other.
Yeah.
And they become a family. That is so interesting. But Bruce Wayne taking in a surly...
You're just jealous, aren't you?
Yes. Bruce Wayne taking in a surly teenager who doesn't like anyone and has a giant chip on his shoulder. I'm like, that's annoying. I don't know what Chris is talking about right now, so I'm just talking. What's going on? I'm gonna fart in your face. I'm getting up to fart. Come on, stop laughing. What is in the air?
You get... Oh! I can taste.
That's what you get for laughing.
No, I'm just thinking about how whiny Chris O'Donnell's Robin is the whole movie.
Oh my god,
he's like,
so
you're
annoying.
just jealous of me and Poison Ivy's thing. And he keeps pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. And Batman's like, no, Dick, she's using something on us. She's having us fight each other. You know, you're jealous. I'm the best. You always the best, huh, Batman? Get thrown into a giant puddle of green chocolate mint ice cream. And then he just goes, leave me alone. And you see all the sludge splatter and hit everyone in the face. And just Batman with his giant ass eye holes, just like, why did I take this kid in? I hate him so much.
In this series, Batman's costume is horrible. His mask, the eye holes.
Yeah, the George Clooney
are
cowl.
so huge.
His ears merge into his neck like a freak.
They have to fill in the eye holes with so much black makeup because the holes are too big. Does anyone know? Oh my God. In Arrow, the Black Canary, her sister takes over for her, right?
Yeah.
And she has a mask.
Spoilers.
Guys, it's been out for years. Her eye mask is the same as that. The mask line literally goes down to the bottom of the cheek, almost to the nose, and then it's just all open. At that point, it's like, it's not even a mask. It's just like...
You just got black paint on your face.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Why don't you just do the Winter Soldier thing?
This mask
just put black on your face and there you go.
This black... The mask is horrible. That is George Clooney's mask.
Yeah, it's so bad. And his credit card's worse.
Oh, Batman. Expiration date?
Forever. It's so dumb. It's... Oh, God. I hate it so much. But I love watching the stupidity of it. It's like... I don't know how many ice puns are in this movie. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. There's ice puns in this movie.
A lot.
And
I just can't get over the fact that
Fill time!
the former governor of California was Mr. Freeze. Okay, but Chris going on about how this movie's not good and all that crap. Or
it's the first thing on Google search.
Oh, God.
When you put in how many ice puns, and it goes in Batman and Robin.
Huh? This movie, for what it is...
27 ice puns.
Damn it. That's a lot. It was meant to be a kid's movie, right?
Yes.
That was the director's intention with this film. So, do you think he hit the mark? The director.
No, even kids hate this movie.
Even kids hate it? I enjoyed this movie when I was a kid.
I did not. Because I thought the Batmobile was cool as a kid, but I was sadly mistaken when I grew up. But I don't like how Batman's cowl was. Even as a kid, it was weird. I was like, this don't look cool. Like, his eyes are too big. And then Robin's suit was okay, except for the titties they gave that suit.
Why did I don't get the up close and personal of the penis, the butt, and the nipples.
The suiting up scene?
Yes!
It's like, hold on, first, the gauntlet. You're like, okay, that makes sense. Then, the boots. Alright. Ass shot, dick shot, tit shot. Here we go. And then, now we're going to see me take my arsenal. Hand, grab, batarang. Bomb. I'm going to just take the whole wall and keep it like that for an hour. And then, you thought that was enough. Now it's Robin's turn. Oh, what? And then you get Batgirl at the end. It's just like, but we had to see her zip up her fucking legging so you can see her ass.
It wasn't a legging. It was her boots. She was wearing high heel boots to fight.
Which is dumb.
Which is dumb.
And then they have ice skates in their shoes. This Batman was not cool to me back in '97. The toys were cool. I remember I had one was like Heat Action Batman. It was the coolest. So it was just a black Batman suit with orange highlights,
one of those things
and it made it look
where
like
if you
flames.
got hot water and rubbed it on it, things would happen to the suit.
Oh, like a thermal change one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that one.
Oh.
I had the one that was like, it was black, right? And it had orange like decals on it and make it look like fire. And it's like, if you need, there's something like in the commercials like, oh, you get Heat Action Batman to fight off Mr. Freeze. Oh, put him back into the cooler or something stupid like that. I fucking love that toy. And my brother Anthony had the Robin. And we used to play Batman and Robin all the time. Joey was young. He was like not even he was born in 96 or 97. So he's still too young to play with us. So like me and my brothers would play with the Batman toys because what that is a toy commercial. Because that Batmobile looks cool as a toy.
Not as actual automobile.
No, not as a Batmobile. And like my brother had the remote controlled Batmobile that you could put the Batman in. It was cool. It's cool as shit. But that movie's god awful.
I don't know.
When
it's
you
not
see
a good movie to watch.
When you see the toy Mr. Freeze fall from the sky.
It's a lot of fun to make fun of. And it's a lot of fun to
they
like
fuck up Mr. Freeze's character.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, none of it is it's not good. It's not a Batman movie because Batman and the characters are not authentic to the source material. And it's not even an interesting interpretation of Batman either.
Yeah.
It's just a bad movie, but I guess I'm going in the nostalgia trap. I remember it from when I was a kid, and I had fun with them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give it a bad rating, but yeah, they're not good. But they are fun to watch. If you're with your friends drinking and you want to put something silly on.
So, yeah, Batman and Robin would be perfect. Or Batman Forever. When you see
or.
Riddler just chilling in the background.
Yeah,
and you're like,
the
fuck? What? But, like, in these movies, they fuck up all the characters.
Yeah.
Because Batman is supposed to be this brooding person with a dark past, with his family being murdered in front of him. He kind of has like a PTSD thing going on. But his main thing is he does not want what happened to him to happen to anyone else. That's why he works alone. This is why he does everything he does. And then you get the character of Robin, who sees his parents die just like Bruce did, except they died in a circus accident, a trapeze accident. In the comics, it was done by the mob because they weren't paying them or something stupid like that. And what do you call it? In Batman Forever, Two-Face kills him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, done. But we got a Robin that is 35 years old and looks like he has an alimony. It's like, it's really annoying. And he's like, oh no, you're coming to live with me. Wait, no fucking way you bringing in this 35-year-old into your house and saying, I'll take care of you from now on. Do that to me, Bruce. I need the money. I need to pay rent so bad. But, like, no, that's not realistic. If it was a child, yeah, it's more realistic. You could understand what's going on.
I just realized I left the yogurt in the backpack. Hold on. It should be fine because it's so cold, right?
Yeah.
Oops. That was the noise. I was opening a backpack
and then
finding yogurt.
You got Riddler, whose main thing is he just wants to test Batman.
His character had
No, he just had a weird, crazy obsession with Batman.
Okay, my Fitbit keeps vibrating maniacally. It's a rocket ship. Oh, it's because I reached 2,000 calories today. Woo! But I almost had an entire bag of Cheeto Puffs, so probably ate all those calories.
So, Riddler, I like Jim Carrey. I like his performance, but it's not Riddler.
But the characters are bad. Yeah.
And Two-Face especially in Batman Forever. He plays the Joker. Like, Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face is the Joker. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be this complicated schizophrenic character who literally lives and dies by a flip of a coin. He will do great good or great evil with a flip of the coin. If he held a bank hostage, he will decide if he's going to kill the hostages or let them go, based off that goddamn coin.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be justice. In his mind, this is justice. It's not up to anyone but fate. He flips the coin, whatever it reads, you die or you don't. It's weird. Two-Face could go to the fucking pet store and like, I want a dog or do I want a cat? Flip the coin. cat. Shit, alright, I'm getting the cat. Wait though. Should I even get a cat or just not get a pet? Flip the coin. Oh, no, cat. Fate decided cat is what I need. And whatever. But I'm digressing over here.
He does that a lot.
He just is a cackling asshole the whole time. He's
Yeah.
like, ha 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 ha, I am Two-Face, ha 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 ha, Batman. I flip coin, boiling acid. I go in my face. Oh, dumb shit. And then Mr. Freeze, he's supposed to be a tortured soul. Like, he lost his wife. And he's trying to cure her from a disease that's uncurable. And he's supposed to be this also brooding character that's trying to save someone he loves. But we end up seeing a man making 27 ice puns.
Yeah, they definitely
And
were
singing
not authentic.
Mr. Christmas or Mr. Ice Christmas or something like that.
I can't remember.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. It's very dumb.
And he's wearing a blue
He
Hugh Hefner robe.
He tried to take these very dark.
Smoking
rich
a nice
characters.
cigar.
He tried to make it a kids movie and like kooky.
Yeah, kooky.
And he succeeded. They were kooky.
But they're dog shit terrible.
Question:
Yo,
if this was an original movie,
would I like it? No.
Original movie, no backstory, no one ever knows who this Batman person is. What would you say about these movies?
The Joel Schumacher
Yeah.
movies. If it... Jesus, you are so gassy today.
I told you I almost had an entire bag of Cheeto Puffs to myself.
I am so screwed. I'm going to be poisoned
You're gonna
tonight.
be warm.
Gross. We lost her. She snapped. She watched too much Joel
I
Schumacher
used
Batman.
to be able to do a really good evil laugh to it and be like,
You're laughing like a shitty Sagat. Too evil. She lost her chin. She has no chin. It's gone. She became complete Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. She had no goddamn chin.
I had to do it.
It disappeared.
Is my chin back?
It's back,
Have
but
you ever seen a video? It's a video on YouTube. It's like people on,
fucking
like when
had
they
no
get their
chin.
wisdom teeth taken out, and the girl's like, "They took my tongue, Mom, we gotta go back. They took my tongue." That's what happened to my chin.
It went somewhere.
But no, yeah. What would you say about these movies if there was no backstory to them?
No backstory, even worse.
Okay, what would you say about Force Awakens if there were no original trilogy?
If there was no original trilogy.
No original.
Hey,
No prequel.
Force Awakens was the first one.
First one.
I bet that's a good movie.
You think it's a good movie even in the
In the chronological order of Star Wars?
Yeah, is it still a good movie or does it stand better as if it were the first one?
If episode 7 was the first episode,
That we ever saw.
if we ever saw, I would say it's a good, like, alright, it's a good movie. You have enough to create a series off of this. But as a part of the chronological timeline,
Yeah.
it's a weak story. Because it's just a complete one-for-one... Not one-for-one, but it's a complete rehash
Of 4.
of 4. It's like, we're doing almost everything the same, except we kind of categorized it. Instead of, you got Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke in the beginning of the movie, we got Rey and Finn, but they're not mentor and apprentice.
Yeah.
You get your mentor character in Han, and you meet him in deep space. You don't even meet him in Jakku. But you do get your cantina scene later.
Yeah.
So, like, there's elements of 4 in that movie. But there's too many elements of 4 in that movie.
I agree.
If they did their own little thing, like, alright, we're gonna do some homages to 4, but we're not gonna have it one for one. I'd have been fine. But I don't like the Death Star sequence in Force Awakens, even though it's Star Killer base, whatever, it's still the same principle. We've seen it 3 times now. We've seen it in episode 4, we've seen it in 6, and now we've seen it in 7.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. If they do Star Killer Base 2 in episode 9, I'm going to fucking bust. I can't deal with that shit again. If I'm going to see it for a 4th time, this thing better turn into a fucking Megazord.
I agree. I'm getting to that point where I'm not done with Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
No,
I keep talking
neither am
about
I.
all that stuff, but I'm done with this new trilogy in a way. Unless they play with the characters that they already have. No more introducing new fucking that Rose character, whatever her name is. Why?
Why does she have more backstory than Rey?
Exactly. There are so many characters. The general.
Holdo?
The woman, yeah. She was amazing. Awesome. So cool. But why? Why introduce so many new characters when you already had characters that you could flesh out?
Because it's okay if you bring one character.
Bring new characters, but most of the story was new characters. Rose had more screen time, it felt like, than Rey. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it felt like that.
Yeah, it did.
It felt that way. The General Hugan... Holdo. She was an amazing character. She was actually one of the main conflicts of the whole movie for the character of Poe. That was his thing to overcome.
Yeah.
And that's really cool because it's cool. But at the same time, we already had all these characters from episode 7. We're coming in episode 8 expecting these characters to grow, expecting to see all this stuff. And we got introduced to a lot of new characters. I think if you had worked on these original characters and still introduced them, it would be fine. But there was not enough balance between exploring the original episode 7 characters as well as new characters. It almost just felt like we got new characters. Like, here, look at this new shiny thing. Look. Cool, right?
Yeah, you see that girl over there with the lightsaber?
See that fuck over there? Don't pay attention to her. Look shiny. You know what I mean?
We're going to have a full Stampede sequence over here.
Hey guys, we promise, next episode we're not going to talk about Star Wars. Unless we do. We'll talk about Supernatural.
Because we saw episode 4.
Yo, hey, question. Who makes better eggs, you or me?
I've been making more eggs recently.
You've been making them the way I make them.
For you.
Yeah.
I still make mine the way I make mine.
Oh. Okay.
So what? I think I'm better because I could adapt. What?
I can adapt to make eggs for you, your way, yeah. I most definitely can. It's called boring. No flavor, no salt, no pepper, no nothing. Disgusting. I'll just hard boil some eggs for you because I know you like them that way.
I like hard boiled.
I know you do.
Yeah. They're good. Good.
There's silence.
Yo. I hate Bane in Batman and Robin.
Yeah, he's weird.
It upsets me to such an aggressive level. Like, I want to punch something. Why did they make him stupid?
I don't know, he's a horrible character.
He's supposed to be a genius.
He's unintelligent. He almost seems like a zombie. He does whatever, whoever.
It bugs me.
It makes no sense that he follows Ivy either. Like, it's not like there's a thing in him telling him, follow this person. It'd be like if he's standing there, like, go put the bombs, and then someone else goes, stop, Bane! He'd stop, because he has no functionality. He just follows whoever tells him to do something, he'll do it. If you tell him something else, he'll do that. So it's like, he's a nothing character. They threw away this. Again, they threw away this movie, both movies. He loves having multiple villains in his movies, too.
Yeah.
There was no reason to have
There was
more...
2 villains in Batman Forever, and then he's like, let's up the ante with 3.
Yeah, there's no reason to have that many villains. Or why have that many... Is he doing... For every superhero, you get a villain? So
Yeah, I think so.
But there's no reason for that.
No, there isn't. What would you do with Batman if you were going to make a Batman movie?
He always does this. I don't know. Hold on, let me think. If I were going to make a Batman... One, I don't like the Nolan ones. They're too slow. I don't like slow movies. My movie would be...
They're the best.
My movie would be a crisp 100, 105 minutes tops. Okay?
So like an hour 45?
An hour 45, an hour 50 minutes.
That's like not a comedy.
Yeah, I like shorter movies. I don't like really long movies.
You watched the Monday, Friday, Saturday movie.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. It was 2 45-minute... 90 minutes? 100? Something like that, yeah.
What is it called?
What Happened to Monday. I don't really like super long movies. Or at least I don't like movies that have pacing issues, and I thought that Nolan movies have pacing issues. I think it'd be really interesting to explore Batman's relationship with Robin. So I think having a movie when he's taking in...
2 hours, 4 minutes.
Okay, not too bad. I think it'd be really interesting to have a movie about...
You can't handle 2 hour, 30-minute movies.
No, I can't. About Richard... also that movie, I started pausing it a lot. I remember talking to you and then getting back and grabbing snacks.
You need breaks.
I can't... 2 hours is my limit. I start kidding my limit.
Because you watch our TV shows.
And I'm fine.
And you're fine. But that's the thing. You watch our TV shows and I just watch movies.
Yeah, I don't like really long movies. I think they have pacing issues too many times.
See, I think long-form TV shows have a lot of pacing issues. Depending on the show.
Some of them, but I feel like movies have it a lot. But yeah, I think that'd be an interesting movie. Having a movie about his relationship with Richard. Like, when he first comes in and how they have
with
to grow.
Dickard.
Yes, I said Dickard the first time you weren't listening. And
With
see how they grow together. I think that in the transition, that'd be very interesting because you get to see Bruce as Bruce Wayne, but you'd also get to see him as his Batman alter ego as well, and how it affects both sides of him having this new person in his life. So I think that'd be a very interesting story.
But with a younger Robin.
Obviously, with the Robin that he's supposed to be. Yeah, the age he's supposed to be.
And have him age, like movie to movie? Or have him age...
I didn't even say movie to movie. I just have it one movie.
Just one movie?
Why would I make 3 movies of that?
Because...
That's the other thing. Why do I need a trilogy for everything? Plays don't have trilogies.
Some do.
Most don't.
A lot of people want, like, the Red Hood story. Mm-hmm. Because then you could get the Nightwing character, but then you get to see what happened to a Robin. Mm-hmm. That is one of the darker stories. But that's not the story I would go for. The story I would go for is... when he meets Damien for the first time.
They've done that, though, in the cartoons.
And yeah, but, like, a live-action one?
I don't think you...
Because then you get a good villain to bounce off of. Because with Dick Grayson, his family just gets killed by the mob. There's, like...
But no, this is... You're like, you need a good villain. The movie's only as good as its villain. The villain in this character would be Batman and Richard's own inner demons. Richard has to struggle with grief really badly, and then he blames himself for what happens, even though it's not his fault. The same way Bruce does. That is the villain. You don't need another a literal villain. A good writing doesn't need that. I think if you have a good writer and a good script, you won't need to have a classic... Oh, wait, where's my villain? The villain's there.
Well, see, like, in my little fan Batman movie, it's... You still...
Watch different movies.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what I'm saying. We're coming at it from 2 different sides. I came from plays and stuff that don't necessarily have a... You can't always point out the villain. And I like movies where you can sit there and go, well, who... Like, what happened to Monday? A lot of people didn't like the ending, but I thought the ending was really good because the villain...
It's not a happy ending? Or is it bittersweet ending?
Bittersweet.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like bittersweet.
There's a villain, and then there's someone that goes, is she bad or not? And you have to question yourself and look at her motives. And I'm like, that stuck with me. That was movies that I would talk about it with someone. Like, if you watched it, I would love to talk about it. So I thought it was interesting. A lot of people were like, the ending, the movie was good, but then the ending lost me. And I'm like, well, because the ending's not clear-cut. You're supposed to talk about it. That's the whole point of that ending.
Yeah.
So you and I have very different things where I don't necessarily need to be able to see the villain to go to see what these characters are struggling with. I mean, you still need to make it rich and dynamic, and you can still have a villain, quote-unquote, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the evil person that Batman is apprehending or Batman and Robin are apprehending need to be the struggle that they're going over or whatever. It could be part of it, but it doesn't have to be the whole thing. Like in the Nolan movies, the villains make the movies, right? You need the villains. You need Batman to be like pushed and fighting against them a lot. Like he's fighting against a lot of the stuff that they're doing, and at least Batman, maybe not Bruce, but Batman's definitely...
No, see, in the Nolan movies, the characters are deeply entwined with Bruce. In Batman Begins, we have Ra's and Bruce's dynamic. They are the same character. Except they're going for the same goal, but
one's the foil of the other.
Yeah. And they have such a history with each other that it's master apprentice. And only one is going to outweigh the other. Dark Knight, it's the Joker psychologically torturing Batman, but at the same time, he's trying to grasp at his love interest back from Batman Begins. And what the Joker does to her has him go into this downward spiral of grief, and he doesn't know what to do anymore. Not like, oh, I lost the girl of my dreams, blah, 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 blah.
But that's what you're saying. The characters are fundamentally important to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm saying, what if you make a Batman movie where the villain isn't the fundamental thing of the story, it's something else?
I can see that. Like, yeah, I would want to see it because I like the Freak Show, and I like the Damian dynamic with Bruce. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you could do it. I think the comic books deal with stuff like that a lot. And, yeah. Okay, guys. I think that's gonna be the ending, for this week.
Yeah, it's a pretty lax podcast. We have to just get back in the swing of things. We have to watch more stuff too.
I think it was a fun podcast.
It was. It's just the fact that we took 2 weeks off.
I think I'm better than ever, guys. Do you see how many farts I got off in this one podcast?
I know. It's like a fucking hot box in here.
Anyways,
fucking choking on it.
We're gonna do our little thing that we always do at the end of our thing. Please like us on Facebook. Like, comment on our content. You can find us at Superfunpack on Facebook. Look for us on Twitter. If you put us in, look at us on Twitter. We're also Superfunpack.
Yeah.
On YouTube, if you put us in as one word, right? Superfunpack.
Yeah, if
not
you
2 words.
get directed.
You get directed to our page because our URL is ridiculously long.
So, the thing is, with the URL, we just need more views in order to get our URL.
But also go see us at superfunpack.com, superfunpack.com. There you can find links to all of our YouTube videos, all of our content. We also didn't get to say anything before, but our Superhero Coliseum, as we posted on Facebook and Twitter, had to be delayed. It was going to be the first fight between X-23 and Wolverine. That is still happening. It's probably not going to come out till what?
It won't probably come out till like spring.
Spring, summer.
We have to do reshoots, and right now the snowpocalypse is upon us, and we're fucked.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of shooting, and then it snowed. It snowed in November, and then that fucked us, and now it's snowing a lot. So we're really sorry about that.
There's over like a foot.
Yeah, we want to get you guys a really good quality product. It's going to be a lot of fun. So check out for that. We'll update you as they come about. But yeah, please like, share, Subscribe on YouTube. Comment on some of this stuff. We'd love to hear what you think. Give us any direction you think that maybe you'd like to hear more. Maybe if there's some movie, because obviously we don't mind going back and watching older movies. If there's some random old movie that you're like, hey, watch this, let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys.
I love you. And I'm gonna scare Jen with some more Zombambos. What's the next video coming out on YouTube?
Dark Souls?
Oh, is it another Dark Souls episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Resident Evil came out this last week, so Dark Souls is gonna be coming out this week.
Yeah. I like when I watch Jen play Resident Evil.
Thank you. That makes you feel good.
She's afraid of the puppers.
Bye guys!